Hello and welcome back to the channel. It looks like California is at it again. Can you believe that they are trying to pass a bill that may require parents to report gun ownership to schools? Unbelievable. It's like this nightmare is getting worse and worse. Or is it a nightmare? Some of you may think it's a good idea. Some of you may think it's not such a good idea. Anyway, listen at this report and I will be right back.
Newly proposed legislation looking to curb school violence would require parents in California to tell their children's schools whether or not they own a gun. What the bill says is, when you register your kid for school, you have to notify the school that there's a gun in your house and whether it's adequately safely stored and whether your child has access to the gun, the bill's author, State Senator Anthony Portantino, told CBS-LA. If passed, parents would have to give their children's schools an inventory of any firearms located in the household, and would also authorize a backpack and locker search mandate if any threat of school violence is decided to be credible. However, while it would allow for searches of any student belongings located on school grounds, it does not automatically grant a search warrant for students' homes. It doesn't search the home at all, Portantino said. It allows the search of property on campus, which school districts are already allowed to do. This just mandates them to do it when there is a credible threat. The bill has been met with mixed reaction from the community at large, and Loyola Law professor Jessica Levinson told CBS-LA that it's very likely the bill, if passed, will be subject to several legal challenges. There are challenges with respect to privacy rights, she said. You have to fill out a form that says I have a gun and here's how it's stored. There will be questions about enforcement. What if you don't fill out that form? Will we say you can't send your kid to school? Democrats in the state are hoping to pass the bill before year's end.
So wow, ain't that something? So you even have to tell them how many guns you have. Not just that you have them, but how many you have. Ain't that something? So apparently there are people who believe that just because you work at a school, you can be trusted. That means you should automatically be trusted because you work at a school. Well, here's my thinking on this. What about parents who send their children to school trusting that they're going to be treated like students, treated fairly, but the next thing you know, the teacher is sleeping with your child? But yet, there's this idea that just because you work at a school, you can be trusted. And so parents may be required to report gun ownership. Not just gun ownership, how many guns you have. I don't know on this one, y'all. Some of you may think this is a good idea. Some of you may not. I'm not on the fence. I don't believe it's a good idea because that means that you have to automatically trust people just because they work at a school, right? And I'm sorry, working at a government school doesn't automatically require me to trust you. I'm looking at this situation. It seems like things are getting out of control in this country. I feel like there are other things they can do to stop school shootings, other safeguards that can be put in place. But no, they would rather pry into people's privacy. I believe that what needs to happen is, first of all, you see how they have airport security. If you're gonna require all of this stuff to be done, why not put some other things in place first before you start infringing on people's privacy rights? Okay, so why not do it like you do at these airports for travel? Have someone there that can ensure that there are no weapons. You see how y'all used to do in some of the black schools, where you used to have the I forget what those things are called, but you have to walk through them, metal detectors, to make sure that there are no weapons going through. Why not do something like that? Why should a parent have to report to strangers how many guns they have. Have some type of weapon sweep for anyone entering the building. I mean, I think that's better. I like that option because there have been school shootings. Have better security. Since the schools have become the wild, wild west all over the country, even though, if that's how you feel things are in this country, if it's that bad, there are other things that can be done to where parents don't have to go through all of this. I do agree too that parents should be held responsible for these things when a child can easily access their weapons. I understand the need for parents to do their part as well. And I also understand the need for parents to not take their behinds to school board meetings talking about they're going to come with all guns loaded and ready. Okay, that was very foolish on that woman's part when she went to the school and said that. But I also feel like there is an automatic thing that they're expecting the public to just trust someone who works at a school with that kind of information. It's just way too many other things that can be done without doing this. So I want you all to share your thoughts on this, okay? On the surface, it seems like it's a good idea, but for me, it's a no. Share your thoughts below. Remember to keep it tight and keep it right. But until next time. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share it like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.